Trip to Greece, Solangelo AU by Prettiestpivvo, Chapter 15. Nico's point of view. My lips tingled on Will's. This was a sensation that was almost indescribable. I closed my eyes and let myself melt into the boy in front of me. He had hesitated for a second, but soon moved one hand to my waist, the other on my neck. He pulled me closer. I shoved my fingers into his stupid, gorgeous, soft hair. I tilted my face slightly, and it somehow became even better at this angle. After sitting for who knows how long, enveloped in each other, I had to break away to breathe. Our eyes were both open, Will's wide and bright. I could see a reflection of the sky from the window in his irises. There was no sound aside from our light panting. It was then that Will launched himself at me, wrapping his arms around my whole body, and I almost fell backwards off the couch. We had both wanted this, and it felt amazing. Eventually, we pried our lips apart. Oh my god, we just did that. We just kissed. I stared at Will, and it was the best. Will said in a sing-song voice, moving away from me, if only slightly. I grinned at him. Nico, would you like to go out with me? I tapped my finger against my chin, pretending to think. Will had to laugh. You're killing me, D'Angelo. I'd love to. I laughed. I don't know if I've ever smiled this much, nor this big. I gave him a quick peck. Well, tried to. Will deepened it, and we stayed there for another few minutes. I broke off his lips. Come on, Solus, we gotta get back to our room. Will groaned like the drama queen he is. Fine. We walked down the hallway to the elevators, our fingers twined together. Will pressed the up button. As we waited for the lift to arrive, I attempted to calm my nerves about the metal death machine by asking, wait, what was it I said when I was drunk? Will snorted into his right free hand. Well, let's just say it helped me do what I did earlier. I comprehended that for a second. Blush sprayed through my face when I realized. I said I liked you? I shrieked, along with grabbing my hand with some unknown strength you possessed when I tried to go change. I let go of Will's hand and covered my face, groaning in embarrassment. I'm never drinking again. Good, it's bad for you, he laughed, placing his arm around my shoulder. The elevator dinged and the door slid open. Besides, it was cute. I rolled my eyes, grabbing Will's hand again. My blush still hadn't disappeared, but it had dulled, my face only a bit warm now. The elevator slowed to a stop on our floor. I took a quick peek at Will's face. He was staring ahead, looking as ready for anything as ever. I liked mine. His face seemed to be stuck in a huge, beautiful smile, his pearly white shining in the dim hotel light. We found our room, pressing the card onto the scanner until it went green, and pushed open the door. In comfortable silence, we got ourselves dressed into sleep clothes, remembered to close the curtains, set our alarms for the following morning, and clambered under the covers, sheets cool against the heat of the evening. Both of us had turned onto our sides, staring into each other's eyes. My eyelids began to feel heavy, but I had one more question before we fell asleep. What does this make us? Will pondered it for a moment. Well, I'm totally happy to be your boyfriend, if that sounds right with you. I felt my whole body warm. Boyfriend. I had a boyfriend, and it was Will fucking Solus. Sounds perfect to me. I leaned forward, pressing a light kiss onto Will's lips. He wrapped his large arms around my body, pulling me close. We stayed like that, even after our lips separated, even after we had switched off the light, even after I was the only one still awake, even after we were both asleep, the sound of the ocean lulling us both. The next day passed in a hot blur, and soon enough we were packing our stuff back into our suitcases, preparing for the long flight ahead of us. It was about midday when we decided we were done packing. Alright, nice job, boyfriend. Will had been non-stop trying to use the word in replacement for my name. I smirked at him, raising my eyebrows. He smiled back innocently. Oh, by the way, I said, Annabeth texted asking if you, me, her, and Percy want to go down to the beach for one more walk before we leave. The others went to do some last-minute shopping. Yeah, sure. We met the pair in the downstairs lobby, the sun shining through the glass doors that opened to the beach. The sky was a gorgeous bright blue, no clouds to be found. The sea was clear and pretty, as it had always been. We made our way down the beach, chatting about everything and nothing. Percy had found a small clump of seaweed on the sand and decided it would be a wonderful idea to chase down Annabeth with it. She shrieked, darting down the beach at a pace I had never seen before. With the other two so far down the beach, I stopped Will. "Hey," I grinned at him. "Hey," he grinned back. I wrapped my arms around his neck, the feeling both new and familiar. "I think this will be a trip I never forget." Will scoffed. "You would hope so, considering we fell for each other in a week and shared a bed on multiple occasions." I smiled wider at the seemingly glowing boy in front of me. I could now call mine. I pushed myself slightly onto my toes. Will seemed to pick up what I was putting down. He kissed my lips. It was soft and perfect and beautiful. The setting, the people, I couldn't have asked for a better trip. We found Percy and Annabeth again, and we made our way back to the hotel, grabbed our stuff, and left Greece to go back to boring old Manhattan. Well, maybe now was a little less boring. Percy's point of view. After Annabeth and I ran down the beach, we eventually stopped to catch our breath. We were both giggling hysterically. Annabeth turned around to look at me, but something over my shoulder caught her eye. Her face split into a grin, and she pointed. I turned my head, finding Will and Nico just as they kissed. My jaw dropped, and I knew what I had to do. I whipped out my trusty Polaroid camera that I had tried with the string around a loop on tied with the string around a loop on my hands, just in case. Annabeth snickered behind me, obviously just as thrilled as I was to this occurrence. I snapped a quick photo, the crystal clear water shining in the background, the sun reflecting off its surface. The photo printed from the camera, and I shook it as we made our way back to the nude couple. Nico's point of view. It was now Thursday, and I had gone out to grab some food for us starving roomies. I unlocked our door and saw Jason sitting at the kitchen bench, then saw Percy stride from the hallway leading to the bedrooms. "Welcome home, sweetheart," he remarked. I rolled my eyes. I put the bag of food down onto the kitchen bench. "I'll come help with some lunch in a second. Just let me plug in my phone real quick." The others began unloading the paper bag as I made my way into my bedroom. I reached for my phone charger from the floor, plugged my phone in, and was about to make my way to the door when someone on my pillow caught my eye. I did a double take and saw it was something on my pillow caught my eye. I did a double take and saw it was a Polaroid photo. I picked it up. It was of me and Will on the beach. "That son of a bitch, Percy." I grinned, dropping the picture onto my phone and left the room.